Hey, what's going on, everybody? Michael Fabiano here from Sports Illustrated. So, breaking news overnight, Adrian Peterson signs with the Detroit Lions, so he didn't stay a free agent very long. So, what are the fantasy implications here? Well, first off, this would signal to me that DeAndre Swift and Bo Scarborough are probably unlikely to play in Week 1, or in a best-case scenario, they'll be limited, both of these guys, dealing with injuries. And Peterson knows the offense in Detroit very well because the offensive coordinator there, Darrell Bevell, was his OC during his time in Minnesota. So Peterson can come right in and knows the playbook. This also signals that Kerryon Johnson is likely to start in Week 1, assuming he's 100% and good to go. But I feel like Peterson's going to see touches in Week 1 and really until DeAndre Swift is able to return from that leg injury. There's one thing here that concerns me. I don't think Swift or Kerryon Johnson will lose significant touches to Adrian Peterson. He's a 35-year-old running back. But he's also a 35-year-old running back who's not going to sign with a team that's not going to allow him a chance to play. Peterson's not a guy that wants to be on the sidelines. Part of the reason why he left Washington and that team released him was because he knew they wanted to look at the young players that they had in their backfield, in Antonio Gibson and Bryce Love, for example. And that's part of the reason why Peterson's no longer in Washington. So I don't know that he'd go to Detroit expecting to have a very small role in that offense. I don't know that it'll be significant, but I do think Adrian Peterson is going to see touches, especially in the first couple of weeks of the season, as long as DeAndre Swift is banged up. So you may want to drop Swift a few spots on your running back rankings, not too much, but maybe a spot or two. And as for Kerryon Johnson, probably not going to drop him all that much, maybe a spot or two as well. I feel like Johnson probably was no more than an RB4, RB5 type from a fantasy standpoint at this point. So that's it. Again, Adrian Peterson signs with the Detroit Lions. For all of your late-breaking fantasy football news and all the best analysis out there, make sure you check out si.com/fantasy.